What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel. I've done a bunch of Pokemon Pocket kind of speculatory content, but this time I actually wanted to delve into the app because the new Mythical Island mini set has been released. You can see I've been saving up quite the number of hourglasses. We're going to crack open a whole bunch of packs, and then maybe with what I've opened, I'm going to look at what kind of decks that is going to unlock for me to build. But let's get started with opening some stuff. So I think it's just the one. Let me just check. Yeah, it's just the one, just the Mew. Very pretty. You can see a little bit of a preview of some of the things in there. Now, I've completely avoided spoilers. The only card that I know it does is Mew and Aerodactyl, and you can see both of them at the top here. So I have no idea what the Pidgeot or the Survivor does. And we're gonna find all this out just basically if I open it or not. And I have enough to open 10. All right, so let's go through and we'll have a look at all the stuff that I open and figure out exactly what we could maybe use it for. So we got an Eevee. Seems interesting if we do actually get a nice evolution. A Purloin, Leopard. So this feels like it's on rate with a lot of the stage one does 40 for having a bit more HP. It's kind of generic. A new Wheezing. That's kind of cool. I really like the Wheezing that I am playing currently, and maybe changing it to a 1-1 split might be good. Because this does 50 damage. During your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack, they flip a coin. If tails, that attack doesn't happen. So being able to poison with the first Wheezing, Koga, and then play this, the more aggressive Wheezing, while they're poisoned, and yeah, maybe that could be kind of cool. I'm interested to see if that's maybe playable in that deck. And a Volcarona. So discard 2 fire energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 80 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That seems kind of crazy. You snipe stuff on the bench before it's had a chance to evolve. So that seems really cool. Alright, pack 2. We have a Pidgeotto. Whirlipede with a Poison Sting. Slurpath. 60 for 2 is kind of mid. So it's not super great. Scolipede is interesting. So if your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this does 50 more damage. So it's doing 120. And it's got a pretty high HP as well. So this could be pretty good in a combo with the Wheezing if you can Koga it up and then come in and punch with this or whatever. My current Wheezing deck, I'm playing R-Box so that your opponent can't retreat to then hopefully have that work out. Again, this seems kind of cool. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. There is a Poliwhirl that has a similar effect to this. This has got a much rough energy cost, but it's basic, so you don't have to evolve it twice to be able to get the effect off. This might become like just a good I sit here and do stuff. Maybe there's just like a big boys deck where you play Kangaskhan, you play Druddigon, and you just like, I have a bunch of HP, I punch a bit of damage. So that might be kind of cool. I kind of like this. This is interesting. It trades pretty nicely into some stuff. Chat art. This is cool. So if your opponent has like abused the professor's research, you can potentially draw cards up to match. That could be kind of cool. Also, the art's really sick. Like you can see a little Mew here hiding in the bushes. I don't know how playable it is, but it's pretty cute. Another Scolipede, another Venipede. Okay, and we have a Snivy. I think it's unlikely that I'm going to get Superior to go with the Snivy, but it's nice to know that I have the option. Okay, Dreadnought, Crunch, 70 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I think pretty much every time I would just rather play Articuno EX. Does more damage, it hits stuff on the bench. So the same energy cost. If this cost 2 and it did 50 and I had a chance to discard energy, then like maybe I'm a bit more interested. There's a Swirlix, a new Exeggutor. So it costs 4 and then does 80 damage and does 20 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So pretty much you get 4 energy on this bad boy and then it just kills whatever it hits. Kind of the vibe I'm getting. It seems good. A new Primate. The one that we have, which requires you to be damaged to deal extra damage, seems better than this. I do really love the art for this though. I really like this style of art. It looks very pretty. And then just doing 50 for 1 is slightly above rate compared to some of the others. Just mostly like 40 for 1. Got a new Graveler. Same Primate. Got a Floor. Just heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. Makes this really tanky. That could be good, actually. Because you can play Butterfree on the bench, and then if they don't have something that can do 120 in one hit, you can punch. And because it only costs 2 Psychic, you can get up to attacking pretty quickly. It is a stage 2, so it'll take a little bit to build it up. We got him, Mew EX. So this can go in every deck just because you can load up onto it and then use Genome Hacking, which choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack, which is good in like some circumstances. If I have the energy advantage and I'm going into like a big basic EX deck, it could be good. Interestingly, into stuff like Pikachu EX, it's really bad because it specifies you need lightning benched Pokemon. But copying something like Articuno, copying something like Mewtwo, where I can trade up on something, the more things that they print that have like that 4 or 5 cost is going to be really good. Like this is a nice thing to just have a one-off in your deck and then bring out. Like if you're playing against Dragonite and Dragonite hits and doesn't KO the Mew, you attack, cost less time, and then you win the game. So I'm really curious to see how much Mew is going to come into play, and I'm happy I got one. We got another Purloin Pokemon Flute. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile onto their bench. This is interesting. For stuff like Greninja, Articuno, I can see this having good value because you can set up another 50 HP thing to try and KO pretty quickly. Another Chatot, Salandit. Interesting. A Poison Fire strategy. So if your opponent's active Pokemon is poison, so it's 40 more damage. I assume Salazzle, which is also a fire type, because it could also be a psychic type. I assume it's also a fire type and has like a similar motif. We got a Delmizer. If you have 4 energy on it, it does 90. Seems kind of bad. Because you put the first green on it, and then the next 2 turns, it does nothing. It still does 20. And you're kind of like, well, do I survive long enough to do the extra 70? So it's like maybe it needs to sit on the bench and power up over time. Got a very cute Finneon. Budding Expeditioner. Put your Mew EX in the active spot into your hand. This is very cool. This means that you could play like a 4 Koga, 4 Expeditioner deck where you're like, cool, you hit me for a little bit, I don't care, I will switch out. And because Weezing is so energy efficient, then you can be spending your excess on the Mew. That's kind of cool. I actually really rate this card, especially because it's like so specific. That's really cool. I'm feeling the cook. I'm feeling the energy of the cook flow through me. Okay, I was right. The Salazzle, where Poison Claws, your active Pokemon is now poison. So this is still kind of on rate. Like it's 1 energy for 40 damage. Because you hit them for 30, they become poison, they take 10. And then if they retreat or evolve or something, that poison goes away. But it has the upside of if they don't do that, it will do extra damage, which is kind of interesting. So I wonder if there's like a fire poison deck, or you like move into 2 colors and you play something that uses poison in like a dark or something. Oh, interesting. I like this. Look at the top card of your deck. If that card is a psychic Pokemon, put it into your hand. If it is not a psychic Pokemon, put it on the bottom of your deck. This is the kind of stuff that I was just thinking about, where finding more ways to add consistency to a deck to, you know, help you evolve stuff. And I think this is at exactly the kind of power level that I kind of assume that they're going to be operating at, either finding something randomly or like this, which just kind of has a low hit rate but is really nice if it does hit, and is limited to an archetype. So the Gardevoir deck is going to get a big boost with the Mythical Slab. That is pretty cool. Get another Geodude, another Execute. Oh, so this combos with the new Executor because it can accelerate onto itself, helping you get to 4 quicker. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And we have Luminion with a bench snipe. Makes sense. This is our 8th Leopard. Getting a lot of dark Pokemon in these packs. Interesting. Okay, Mind Jack. 20 more damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So we're looking at doing 70 if they have a full bench for 1. That's pretty good. Another Druddigon. We have the Den, which has a paralyzed chance. That's not bad. Flabebe. Interesting. I wonder if the Florgetech is actually good. Cool, we got a second Expeditioner. I would like to get a second Mute EX so we can play 2 Mute EX and then 2 Weezing and play Weezing deck. Look, he's another little Mew, little cute guy in the art. Alright, that's it. I think I have enough for 1 more pack. But like, quick summary, I now have 100 Leopard. So the only thing that I really want to get another one of is the Mew. I don't know if I see a line where I can use the Poké Flute just yet, but Mythical Slab seems really good in a deck where you just have like spare item space. Because I'm feeling the vision where it's like 1 Drowsy, 1 Hypno, 2 Mute EX, and then it's 2 Coughing, 2 Weezing, then 2 Koga, 2 Adventurer, 2 Slab. So it could be good. Could be good. It's only 4 Psychic Pokemon. Fine. Who knows? Alright, let's register into the Mythical Island Pokedex. Could probably stand to be a little bit faster. And then now I've got enough for 1 more pack. So lucky last pack. Alright, come on. Alright, we're gonna big swing, and then we're gonna pick this one, and then we're gonna inspect it. Okay, now we're gonna go for the next one. A little cheeky look. Okay, sounds good. And then we're going to reverse swipe. That's my secret strat, and you can keep that. So flip a coin. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. This is kind of like Dog Trio, but the and effects of with the hyphon is really interesting to me. So, I don't know, this could be kind of cool. Another Delmise. Lava Star, if I did actually want to play its evolution, because I didn't think we had one before, so it's new. Another Den. Oh, we got the Superior! Damn, last pack magic kind of hitting. Each grass energy attached to your grass Pokemon provides 2 grass energy. This effect doesn't stack. So, Jungle Totem. There is a Venusaur in the PTCG that basically has this effect. And there's like 1 for each color, I think. Fire, water, grass. That's sick, and the art is gorgeous. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know that I have a deck that I can build with that. Let me check my dust number, because I think it's low. I was using it earlier to just like fill out the decks. But I want to check 55. Is that right? Wait, is it specific? I leveled up. Wait, that gives us another pack. I want to check this quickly, because I've got 75 here and I have less. So the dust is specific to the packs. That's interesting, because it means that the stuff that I had saved up to unlock cards from this one doesn't matter. Only boosters from this will activate here. But we can open 1 more. Another lucky last pack. because I leveled up at exactly the right time. Okay, well, we're gonna do a little spin again, little spin, and then we're gonna pick this one, reverse swipe. We have the Floette, so now we have one each of the entire Florges line. Another Executor, so we can play 2 Executor. Interesting. I think this is a better ponytail than the previous one. This art is really interesting. The way it fills out the frame is kind of cool, but the perspective looks nice. Oh, this is also sick. So this is like a Meowth replacement because Meowth has less HP than this, but it's psychic specific. So maybe this goes nicely in like a Gardevoir deck where you're like, look, I just want to draw, I just want to make my Gardevoir as fast as possible. It's not bad. 3 new cards for the collection, can't complain. There's so many menus to progress through on this game. So if I come back here, I have 60, which is not really enough. It's not really enough, but it lets me look through the whole set. So there's a Gyarados that I didn't get. I'm not even allowed to read it. Oh, here we go. Discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all Pokemon. That's really random. There's a Vaporeon with an ability, which it just won't tell me. Oh, here we go. As often as you like during a turn, you may move a water energy from one of your bench Pokemon to be active. So if you Misty and you got lucky and you're way over attached, then you got a chance to pull something out. It's not terrible. So I'm not going to get a Mew because it costs 500. I don't have 500. What I am interested in looking at is the items realistically. Is there items that I can afford and get? Is the new coughing better than the previous one? What does that say? Division. Put a random coughing from your deck onto your bench. Isn't that something? That could be cool. That's the PG art. So there's another old Amber. So the only things we didn't see was blue and leaf. So let's look at blue. During your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take -10 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. This is really interesting maths. You would just really need to know when it's going to be relevant. During this turn, the retreat cost of your active Pokemon is 2 less. That's weirdly good for the Weezing deck because it has a 3 retreat cost and it has 1 energy attached. So worth knowing. And then we have some, oh, I didn't see this. What is this? Powerful Bloom. For each energy attached, it does 50 damage. Is that specifically each energy attached, or is Jungle Totem going to double that? Is really interesting. So actually I wonder if Celebi Superior is like the same vibe as Gardevoir Mewtwo, except Celebi has a higher ceiling. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Damn, that looks cute. I won't be able to zoom in and look at it. But okay, so that's the collection. I want to go to decks. So let's try and build a new deck. We're going to look at some dark types. Let's just flick through here, shall we? Psychic. Wait, no, we want Psychics too. Because we want 1 Drowsy, 1 Hypno. And we want Mew. Is Mew in here? No. It's going to be in a separate section. That's okay. And we have Dark Pokemon because I want 2 Coughing. Can I play the other Weezing as well? Can I go like a 2 and 3? I don't think so. We need 2 Koga. Trying to see what else. This is my entire collection, by the way. I've been playing from the October release. I haven't spent any money on it beyond. I had like currency left in my account from playing Marvel Snap. On my Google Play account. There's Mew. which is, I think, ended up being like a couple of boosters anyway. Okay, so let's go 1 and 1. Just because I want to try it out. It might be bad, but we'll see. Let me get a slab. Let me get 2 Expeditioner. So in theory, if Koga is good picking up a Weezing, which has 110, then Expeditioner has to be great picking up a Mew, which is 130. And it has 1 retreat cost. Okay. I think this is fine. Ideally, I get a second slab. I still want to play this. I need Pokeball. I need 4 more cards. That's gonna be Professor. I think that's it. And then does the extra cards is the extra Mew and the extra slab. That's the deck, right? And then you're just trying to slowly attrition as often as possible using Weezing. That's kind of cool. I'll play that. I need to figure out how I'm going to get a second Mew. How I'm going to get a second slab won't be too hard. I'm only 20 dust off. But I don't know. Look, I'm keen to try that. I'm keen to have a little bit of a play with some of the new cards. All the stuff looks pretty interesting so far. And look, I'm just happy we have new Pokemon Pocket content. I've been really enjoying playing it. And I'm looking forward to seeing, what kind of decks and stuff I'm going to bump into in the lineup. So if you're excited to see more Pokemon Pocket content, let me know, because I've been enjoying playing it and I would love to share a little bit more of it on the channel, because we are a board games channel, but this is technically a card game. It's technically a card game. It's just a digital client, right? So look, let's find out, see how this set goes compared to the original set. And hopefully I'll see you next time. I have some cool Pokemon Pocket content up on the channel.